God, I'm tired today. I realized the next 2 videos you guys are gonna see from me post-Halloween are still gonna have Halloween decorations in the back. This is actually accurate though. It usually takes me about a week not to take all of this down because there's a lot, but because I don't want to take it down. Hey there, creepy peeps. It is time for another movie review. Today I'm talking about The Tales of Halloween, directed by like 10 different people that I'm not gonna list. So Tales of Halloween is an anthology of Halloween themed horror movies, much like Trick or Treat, although we get more in Tales of Halloween. Trick or Treat, I think we get like 5 stories. This has 10 little mini movies. I don't think this was released in theaters, definitely not in any of my theaters at all, but I was able to see it online. I watched it through Amazon. I think you can also rent movies through YouTube now, which is the thing. I didn't know that. Has multiple directors. There's 10 different stories, all Halloween themed. Yeah. It's really good. Like, it was surprisingly good. I don't know why I wasn't like expecting it to be bad, but I guess I didn't know what I was expecting. I guess I was just like really pleasantly surprised by how good it was. I think I just go into every movie ever like with kind of low expectations. I guess so I'm never disappointed. So I pretty much always enjoy myself. So it was surprisingly really, really good. And I really liked most of the short films. There were I think just one. Oh my God. Guys, I did not have coffee this morning. I don't even really know why. I had breakfast. I shouldn't have coffee. Like, why didn't I have coffee? I always have coffee. I found myself comparing this to Trick or Treat a lot. I was trying not to do that because I really love Trick or Treat, and I felt like if I kept comparing it, I was gonna find this movie not so good. But it did really well. There were a few itty bitty like little connections between stories. Not as much as you get in Trick or Treat. There were some tiny ones, and it was more just like little cameos like, ah, those kids look familiar and things like that. So that was cool. I really liked how they connected it through the radio as well. There's like a radio host who is kind of playing as our narrator a little bit, and she kind of like leads in and, you know, like ends each story for us, and our connection is kind of through the radio. Like somebody will be playing the radio in the distance somewhere, and it kind of connects us into the next story, which is cool. I really liked how all of them kind of had different themes, and they all really well like kind of encompassed different aspects of Halloween. Like there's a short about 2 neighbors across the street decorating for Halloween, and one guy's like throwing a party and it's really, really loud, and the other one like kind of has this like elaborate spooky setup and things like that. There's little shorts about actual like wicked people doing bad things. There's stories about candy, there's stories about the devil, and it's all, I think they do a good job of having like a wide range, so it's not just all like kids go out trick-or-treating and something scary happens type of Halloween horror movie. I think they do a good job of encompassing different aspects of Halloween. There's even one with killer jack-o'-lanterns in it, which is cool. So I guess I will talk about my favorite and my least favorites. I only had one that that kind of just made the least favorite. It was Ding Dong. I guess I should have, I didn't write down the directors for each one. Damn it. I'm not good with last names anyway, y'all know that. So my least favorite was Ding Dong, which was kind of like a Hansel and Gretel kind of take on thing. It was like a couple that had like can't conceive a child or had lost a child or something, and the wife is distraught over this. So you know, Halloween kind of makes her upset because all these kids are running around and she wants kids, and the husband is very scared of her, and he gets like these visions of her as like a demon because she's like crazy. She's like Jekyll and Hyde. She'll be like sobbing over the kids and then she's like beating on him and things like that. So, you know, so in his head, or at least it looks like in his head, she turns into this like demon thing. And there is like a funny little bit, like during one Halloween, they're like putting on this act for the kids, like she's the witch, and he's Hansel, you know, like they put on this like little trick, like she ate Gretel and she pulls this like braid connected to an ear out of her mouth. And I don't know, it was like, I don't know. Well, for one, it wasn't really scary, and not all of them were scary. So, I mean, that's not really like why it was my least favorite, but it was like, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of a serious subject, but it was like too silly almost. I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy that one. I didn't find it particularly funny or creepy or anything like that. My favorite ones that I saw were The Weak and the Wicked, which is kind of like, it's almost like a Western almost. It takes on like a Western kind of feel. There's like this kind of little gang led by this girl, and as little kids, they killed this poor kid's family. Like they set the trailer on fire or something like that. And he's kind of out for revenge, so he leads them. So he's pretty much like performing this ritual. He like leads them to the scene of their crime, which is his old home, the trailer where his parents were burned. And he like carves the name of this demon into his head, and that pretty much like summons this demon that like kills the bad guys. And the last shot is like the kid, like the one who's like, you know, are weak, the weak in The Weak and the Wicked. He's like watching on as the demon kills like the leader of the gang, and her blood just like gets like shot at his face, and he just like grins. It was a little bit silly, but it was cool. I just liked it was kind of like a Western almost, but set in, you know, the modern age. I keep yawning, and I am so sorry. I'm not bored with this video. For some reason, I just didn't drink any coffee this morning when I woke up. I know I complained about Ding Dong being a little bit too silly, and this next one is absolutely hilarious silly. It is The Ransom of Rusty Rex. It's like these two guys planning on kidnapping this really rich man's kid to get money out of it. And the kid turns out not to be a kid, and it's like this creepy like demon thing that just like causes trouble. And it's like, I don't know, just the two kidnappers are kind of like doofuses almost, and it's so like and it's just like really funny, like when they call the dad, like, we got your kid, and he's just like, okay, don't call this number again, like, it's your problem now. They finally like take off the mask, and they see what they've gotten themselves into. It's just kind of hilarious, and every attempt to get rid of this thing, it just keeps coming back, and it's so funny. That one's a good one. Also, I realized as soon as I did that, you can see in my shirt. Cool. Last one that I really liked was The Night Billy Raised Hell. It's just really kind of funny. It's like this kid who goes to throw eggs at this house that never decorates or anything, and he's told it's like a Halloween tradition, and he gets caught, and the guy turns out to be like this devil thing, or the devil, and he's like, I'm gonna show you a real Halloween trick. And they make it look like they go out, and I'm not gonna explain the twist, but they make it look like the devil and this kid go out and cause all this hell, like killing people, graffiti, stealing candy, things like that, like all these horrific things. And then there's a really good twist at the end that's kind of funny, which I'm not going to reveal because you should just go watch it, and I don't want to ruin the twist. But yeah, I did really enjoy that movie. I think all the stories were really cool and unique, and even Ding Dong, like even though I didn't like that one, I think it was really unique and cool takes on Halloween type things. I solidly recommend watching this movie. I think it was really good, and I think most of you out there are going to enjoy it. And the best part of an anthology is, like, pretty much there's gonna be something for everyone. So if you have seen this movie, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. If you haven't, I saw it on Amazon. If you have that capability of watching movies on Amazon, I think I also saw, I'll leave information in the description box. I think you can rent movies on YouTube now. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess it is. You could probably get it on iTunes, video on demand, things like that. Yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of my face and hear more of my voice. And thank you if you were subscribed already. Until next time, stay strange. Bye.